What are the chances that Money Mayweather goes for the Two Brothers special? Floyd Mayweather's recent exhibition fight against YouTube celebrity Logan Paul elicited the desired effect. Tons of uproar from boxing diehards, but tons of attention from everyone else. The non-competitive encounter between two completely different sized and mismatched opponents finished without an official winner, but made both men a ridiculously large amount of money on PPV. However, it was rather telling just how involved Jake Paul, Logan Paul's younger brother, who also made his name streaming content and also participates in boxing spectacles, was in this build-up to this attraction. This begs the question, is that where we're headed now? So, who is Jake Paul? While older sibling Logan was the first to experiment with the boxing slideshow route and a pair of bouts with fellow online personality KSI, Jake Paul did something Big Bro couldn't when he followed suit: win. Logan drew and then lost to KSI, and of course, there's no official winner registered for his contest with Mayweather, though the undefeated 50-0 legend of course carried his unworthy adversary through the entire spectacle. Jake, meanwhile, started off with a knockout win over another streamer in Anisan Gibb, then followed that with another finish at the expense of retired NBA star Nate Robinson on the Mike Tyson vs. Roy Jones Jr. Legends Fight undercard. His most recent outing was a swift KO on UFC grappler Ben Askren, while another MMA star is next when he squares off against Tyron Woodley on August 28th. So, what did Jake Paul do to Mayweather? At the media event before Mayweather vs. Logan Paul, Jake commandeered the attention in his back and forth with his brother's upcoming opponent. He then capped the brash antics, pardon the pun, by swiping the baseball hat off the retired boxer's head and running off. Constant gotcha hat references followed, as Jake looked to make it into a catchphrase of sorts, even getting a tattoo to commemorate the incident. Meanwhile, many wonder which of the brothers was actually stepping into the ring with Floyd, as the irked former world champion remarked he would beat both in the same night. So, is Mayweather gonna fight again? He has been very clear that he's completely open to more exhibitions, but his days of sanctioned professional boxing contests are over. And that makes sense. He has his 50-0 world record he covets and the legacy that comes with never being defeated. That means all of the hat-based beef between the two could potentially set up an exhibition in a similar vein to the Logan one-up nicely. However, it may not fit Jake's own MO at present. Well, is Jake Paul a real boxer? Not really. All of his opponents have been boxing first-timers, and for good reason. Jake certainly has more boxing skills than Logan, and the pop in his power punches is very real, but there's a reason despite all his claims that he will try his hand at properly ranked professional boxing. He's never even discussed facing a top 25 cruiserweight contender. A lot of Jake's pulling power stems from the fact that everyone wants to see him fail, but he keeps winning. Askren was a fighter, people argued, so the big mouth YouTuber will finally get his, right? Wrong. Askren, by his own admission to a friend, knew his strength was grappling, not striking, and that if Jake could actually punch, he'd be in trouble. Woodley was an actual striker in the octagon, so this is the end of the road for Jake, surely? Actually, boxing's more than just striking, and we'll see exactly how he adapts. If Jake Paul fought Mayweather, he'd likely have to do so in the knowledge that his current image of being unbeaten against carefully selected foes will be eradicated by the Michigan man, even without an official winner declared. So, when will Jake Paul vs. Mayweather happen? Not anytime soon, with Jake's dance card booked up to the end of August. Perhaps this year, if Jake decides the one-off with Floyd would be more lucrative than the bouts with random celebrities will be for the foreseeable future, or even if he does indeed lose to Woodley. A 3-1 Jake would still be able to milk the gotcha hat angle into another case of what Mayweather referred to as legalized bank robbery prior to the Logan exhibition. And would we watch it? No, of course not. Probably. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Trendy Viral now, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.